16. We're continuing our 2014 playoff run from our MLB 14 The Show playoffs we did. We started and we did a save again, and we're going to continue from 2015. And you can see it's October 8th, 2014. So at this point, it's 2 years old, these rosters. And bam, we're in. So it's like really, really cool. I mean, some of these players have since retired in this game, but we can still play, which is really, really cool. So let's go to the calendar. And we're going to have Zach Wheeler go against Steven Strasburg. Now,
welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning.
Game 1.
Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. The Toronto Blue Jays grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics, 5-4. For Game 3 of the ALDS, the Indians starting pitcher, number 28, allowed nothing in his complete game shutout win, leading the Indians to the win over the Rays, 5-0. They trail in the series 1-2 going into Game 4. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.
How many innings did he pitch that game? Well, he pitched 5 innings, but yeah, I mean, they want to throw him back out there again and with short rest. I mean, you've had 3 days off. I mean, it's really not that bad, I guess. Okay, we're going to be playing in Washington. And like I said, we're going to play with Zach Wheeler. You can see the different techniques we're going to have, and it's like Tampa Bay and Oakland are made it to the ALCS, and hopefully the Phillies will join them here.
A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals.
Even though it says 2014 here, I think it says on the field it's 2016.
Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
It says 2016.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
I would think that they would have recognized that there's a possibility that somebody would bring over a 2014 save for 2 seasons. I don't know why they didn't think of that possibility.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Washington Nationals.
They even have it saying in 2016 as the introduction. I love it. Even though it's 2014.
Quickly
Gotta
now,
love
look
it.
at the two guys who get the ball here in Game 3.
I mean, if it's a different year, just not
Time
have
now
him
for
say
a
anything.
glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, one guy that's always worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's coming off a multi-home run game, and he'll try and build off that momentum. We'll see if they try to approach him any differently throughout this game.
Steven Strasburg will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. EK, what's the word on him?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
This is Strasburg's third game.
Look at how the
He
Nats
played
will
the
align themselves defensively.
he
It's
played the
brought to
wild
us
card
by
game
Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, we talk about the top catchers in the game. You can talk about Molina, Posey, but Wilson Ramos, he does a lot of things really well. Very quick feet behind that plate allows for him to get into a good throwing position, kind of stymie that running game. We'll see how he does in this one.
Ooh, I'm not a fan of this. Okay, I gotta wait for a second.
Shot fouled over towards the dugout.
First pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's better. I'm not a directional hitter kind of guy. Ooh, and I don't like the batter's box.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, these guys got to be coming into Game 3 here feeling pretty darn good about the situation they're in. They were favored to win this series. We all know that. But they took care of business at home. The momentum right now, clearly on their side. And I think it's going to be really difficult to keep these guys 3 straight games to take a series away from them now.
Is it? I guess Zoom is fine. Yeah, this is better.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Strasburg steps into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
Off to a good start here as he gets him with the fastball. I know it sounds obvious, but that's going to be an important pitch for him. How is he going to be able to locate it going forward? That'll be something to watch as this game progresses.
Stepping in now, Kevin Franzen. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. Our temperatures should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate.
Well, this is the first game again that the servers are up and running.
The short hit hard. There is Desmond on to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away. Andrew McCutchen will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Popped high in the air. LaRoche is there for it. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, they've got to be happy with the performance they're getting from that 8-hole right now. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Zach Wheeler gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
I've never played with Zach Wheeler, so I don't know how he pitches. So this will be a totally new experience for me.
Will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one.
I'm not a fan of
the pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air.
Foul.
Down the line and left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Well, these guys have certainly come to swing the bats. They get the leadoff double, now a single, and they're threatening to put a good number on the board here in the very first inning.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Right side. Utley gets to it. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Wilson Ramos will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. A pause, and the 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Batting fifth.
Ian Desmond will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off to Schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, you really need to start getting a little more involved.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Well, guys, the book on Rusty is that he can sometimes have a tall strike zone. Pretty consistent.
Too high.
Wow.
1-2.
And now on 1 and 2, This might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
2 out here and a runner at second.
You just said that he has a tall strike zone. And
Look
I threw
out.
it tall.
That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. Nationals on top, 1-0. Jay Bruce makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Strasburg is ready. First pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 34.
At the plate, Bryce Harper, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
The nasty
And
pitch.
when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt or they're going to keep seeing it.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Carlos Ruiz into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. To third. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Nate McLeod strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Driven to deep right field. Back goes Harper, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. McLeod full of run, headed for third. And the Nationals come out flying. It's a leadoff triple. Adam LaRoche will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
And this one gets away. That could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. Runner at third here, nobody out. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out. Striding into the box, Anthony Rendon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. In there, strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
You just got to realize up there, that's a pitch you're likely to see on an 0-2 count. He's going to throw that slider away, let it run out of the strike zone, and just hope he gets someone to chase. And he got one right there.
Standing in now, Steven Strasburg, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And here at the plate, you do want to avoid the double play, but you don't want to do this. Well, now the runners stay at the corners with 2 away now, and you leave it up to the next guy to come through with a 2-out hit.
Ben Revere gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike.
Oh, man.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. In to score is the runner from third. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And that could be the at-bat of the ballgame here. It's now a 3-run lead.
Center fielder number 2.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Ball 1.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on. A look there at the Washington Monument, not far from Nationals Park, on a great day for baseball in D.C. Mike Aviles will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Strasburg gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is under it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Batting 8.
So the leadoff man set down now for Chase Utley. Here comes the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. And Utley not biting at that one as he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And Utley's able to reach base as he takes a look at ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play. Michael Brantley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Into the seats, 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Yeah, 2014 was really an outstanding year for Mr. Brantley. He went to the All-Star game for the first time, won a Silver Slugger, and ended up 3rd in the AL MVP voting.
That's pretty amazing. Not only that, he was a 20-20 guy. He had exactly 20 bombs and ended up swiping 23 bases.
Gene Segura will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. On the ground up the middle. And that's through.
No.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Into the box, Kevin Franzen. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Span. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The run scores from second. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Yeah, he squared that one up pretty good. No chance to run this one down as you see it one hop the wall out there. And he'll ease his way into second with a 2-run double.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Revere. And the inning is over. So it's Roberto Hernandez is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. In now, Ryan Zimmerman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Swing and a liner. Foul. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning. Wilson Ramos stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, this is just excellent plate coverage here. I mean, this is a guy that uses the entire field. And you'll see him just reach that bat out there and slap it down the first baseline for a base hit.
Ian Desmond will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out.
And this is not an easy play here in right field because he knows that that sidewall is approaching fast. But he's able to concentrate on the ball and check out the wall at the same time. And he makes a nice running catch near the line.
Here's Nate McLouth now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. One left for Washington, but they still lead it 3-2. Leading off the inning, Jay Bruce, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. McLouth ranging back.
Go on.
See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. His 3rd home run of this series. And the Phillies have pulled even now at 3-3.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
The right fielder, number 34.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And boy, big
what a
problems
swing
here
at.
to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
I didn't mean to hit
Very
X.
difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
And if he got caught chasing the high fastball on 0-1, you can bet he's going to see another one on 0-2. Good job to lay off that one.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, after you've just given up a home run to tie the ball game, you can't afford to have a letdown out there. And he made sure he didn't. He came back with an important strikeout, and he got the next guy.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Span. Still going back. He gets there and makes
Wow.
the play for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Mike Aviles. He flew out in his last at-bat. Strasburg looks in. First pitch on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And Aviles will watch this one miss, and it evens the count at 1-1. Now the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
I just want to get Hernandez to go 3 innings more.
To lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this is what folks mean when they're talking about finishing off a hitter. They decide to come right with the fastball here. 0-2 just runs right by him.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Tap foul at home plate. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, let's get you a
Resistance
shot of this
is
reaction
futile.
at the plate and show motion. You think he agreed with the call? I don't think he did.
In now, Steven Strasburg, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And there's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Game 3 after this.
Compared to the retro
Back
games, I don't have to do any of the
Eric Karros,
play-by-play.
Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, and Chase Utley getting set to start things out here in the Phillies half of the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Roberto Hernandez.
Nope.
Roberto Hernandez
Hernandez, you're going to get another inning.
To the ball game as he'll be making his first plate appearance here in inning number 5. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Okay. You're done swinging for today.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Gene Segura will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, he's really starting to hit his stride here in this 5th inning.
Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. LaRoche is there to make the catch, and his side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the 5th coming up, tied at 3-3. Ben Revere will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball right side. Oh, he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
Yeah, he's got his first single of the ballgame here to go along with the double and a triple from earlier. So what do you think, guys? In his next at-bat, he absolutely comes out of his shoes trying to get the homer.
Denard Span steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anyway.
And they won't get Span at first. It's an infield single. Ryan Zimmerman will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Hit hard to short. Utley for 1. Over to first, and Zimmerman is set down as well. It's a double play.
Boy, you know, you get the top 2 guys in your lineup on base, and now you're setting yourself up for the big boys to come in and do some damage. And then this happens. Now you need your cleanup hitter to pick you up and at least get that runner home from third, now with 2 outs.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Men on third with 2 down. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Nationals leave 1. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Kevin Franzen will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia sixth.
Baseman, Kevin Franzen.
What part of the order is he? Yeah, it's early part of the order. Okay.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, it's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Fouled back. The 1-2 pitch. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And this is going to be a foul ball. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting number 22, center fielder McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
But a quick glove at third, and there are two gone.
And he's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Jay Bruce will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Bounce to first. LaRoche scoops it up. Over to first with it is LaRoche, and that will be that. Phillies down. Ian Desmond gets things started here in the sixth for the hometown team.
He has the energy. He's fine.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike one. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Down 0-2 after two great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with two strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Nate McLouth now. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 pitch. And this one misses to McLouth as that evens the count at 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike two. Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch taken by McLouth, and it's back to 2-2 now. Now a swing and a miss that time by McLouth. He's gone for out number 2.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Adam LaRoche stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Drilled on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
A good job there of making a two-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the 7th now in Game 3. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Back here at Nationals Park. On to the 7th now in Game 3. But before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Bryce Harper is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Let's see. We're in the 7th inning, so should go with Diekman.
First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ramos.
Man, I missed it totally.
A quick out number 1.
The catcher, number 15.
So 1 away, and that'll bring in the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-1, here it comes. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
And it had been a little while since they had any action on the base pass. He'd retired 10 in a row until that base hit right there. And now they're going to have to find a way to string a couple of these together.
Mike Aviles will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Revere will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and making his way in is the second baseman, Chase Utley. Grounded to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. Score remains tied at 3-3. Tom Cunningham is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jake Diekman will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 63, Jake Diekman. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th spot, number 13, Freddie Galvis.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. In there, 1-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready on 1-2. Hit out towards second. Galvis is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The right fielder, number 3, Ben Revere.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Revere. And all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Oh, and Revere much too fast. He's aboard with a bunt single. Denard Span ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Revere rides off for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Got him.
And
double play.
Second. Caught stealing to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning.
Wow,
but no
that was
left.
awesome.
8th inning coming
bang,
up.
Bang, bang.
And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Drew Storen will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Drew Storen.
Freddie Galvis will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Freddie Galvis.
First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Shortstop, number 9,
Gene Segura gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Storen's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. A little bouncer. You won't see a guy fooled any more than he was there, as on 3 pitches he becomes out number 2. Kevin Franzen strides in, grounded out his last time through. Grounded back up the middle. Desmond has it on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Ryan Zimmerman will get the first shot here when we come back. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. And there is Ryan Zimmerman. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
First offering on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Changeup stays outside and
where the heck was it?
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Called a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. And not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he struck
Got
him.
him.
So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, it's been a long afternoon for this guy. A couple of strikeouts to go along with that 0 for 4, but you know there's going to be better days ahead for this guy because he can play.
Wilson Ramos will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. One out, nobody on. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Oh, That could be the defining moment of the game right there. He's got one more guy to get through in the inning, but that was a huge out, number 2.
Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Andrew McCutcheon will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Desmond fields it cleanly on to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Jay Bruce gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Storen comes set. Here it comes. Little chopper back his way. And the throw to LaRoche is in time. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Bryce Harper. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say after this point. They've been whipping left and right.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Nate McLeod will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Harper going back to the track. Gone! Santa Maria, game over.
Wow.
It's a solo home run for
Well,
Nate
that
McLeod.
stings.
And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, this was MLB The Show 16. You don't win every game. I mean, it's just...
Boy, we're talking high drama here in the playoffs.
I mean, I destroyed Washington in the first 2 games, but
and this place is going crazy right now.
they weren't going to let me do it this time.
Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ball game.
So
that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric
Until
Harrow,
next time,
Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm
I'm
Matt
out.
Vasgersian. This has been a
We'll
presentation
see you at
of
MLB The Show
To find out
17
more, head on over to
to continue our 2014
Washington is
postseason.
victorious in this one, 4-3. So long from Washington.
I never cared about those items. So